Hey there, and hope you're having a great start to your day. Um, if you're jumping on live, as always, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you are watching this on the replay, feel free to tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, react to this any which way you want. And again, if we're not yet connected on LinkedIn, please head over to my profile on there. You can hit my follow button and turn my LinkedIn notification bell on. So you do get notified of all the content that I do produce Monday through Saturday. And again, I mentioned this last week, anyone that is looking to get started on LinkedIn, and that begins with optimizing your profile the right way. If you would like my free download, all you have to do is just type the word free in the comments below. Hey, Mike. All you have to do is type the word free in the comments below, and I will send you that link. It's basically 6 steps to perfecting your LinkedIn profile so you get more visibility, you get more search results, inevitably, and you get more business. So again, if you're coming on live, say hi and where you're tuning in from. We do have some really great stuff to talk about today, and I get this question all the time. What is the best form of content, the best type of content to produce on LinkedIn? So we're going to go over all that and more, so buckle up. All right, so let's dive on in. So I hope everybody, again, is having a great day so far. So for those of you that have never seen any of my trainings, my name is Scott Aaron. I'm just grateful that you're here. And, I've been teaching and training on how to leverage LinkedIn authentically, genuinely, organically, in a way that it will monetize your business since 2013. So going on 11 years. It's crazy that it's been that long. It's gone really, really fast. So interestingly enough, the topic of today's conversation came about in 2 ways. So number one, I'm doing a winter LinkedIn workshop tour. I usually do a tour a season. I did one in the beginning of this year. I did a spring into summer. I did a summer into fall. And now I'm on a winter tour. So the first stop of my LinkedIn workshop winter tour was actually this past weekend in Boston, Massachusetts. And then I have 2 other dates. Nothing announced yet for January. February, I will be in Seattle, Washington, and March, towards the beginning of the month, which is the tail end of the winter, I will be in Phoenix, Arizona. So there's other dates that may pop up, and I'll keep you guys updated and let you know. So when I was doing this workshop, I teach everyone the core principles, but it's a live workshop, so we go through all the strategies, and we got to the content portion. And I went over, obviously, my content strategy, what you should be doing on specific days of the week, what type of content to produce, how to produce it. And whenever it's interesting, this happens all the time, whether Nancy and I are doing a workshop or I'm doing one of my live workshops, whenever I get to this one particular type of content, I actually see it in people's faces, the fear that ends up coming across their faces when I talk about the content that they should produce. And this particular content is video content. So when people ask me all the time, Scott, if I was to produce a form of content on LinkedIn, whether it be a post, whether it be a quote tile or an infograph, a poll, a newsletter, an article, a document, a contribution to an article, what is or video, what is the best form of content that I should do? 10 out of 10 times, I am going to tell you that video is the number one form of content produced across all of social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, whatever you're using. It is so important. Now, what I will tell you, and someone's on here live. Good to see you jumping on. And yeah, love video. Me too. There's a reason for this. So, and I am not specifically saying one type of video or another, whether it's short form, native video, where you're doing just a quick 30 to 60-second video tip, or even a 2 to 4 minute video, or even a live training like this, which is going to be anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't matter what type of video, whether it's live or pre-recorded, video in general. So again, if you're jumping on live, say hi in where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. Please feel free to tag some people, as Mike has done. Thank you for tagging Dan. Thank you for tagging Dory. Appreciate that so much. And again, like, love, support, react, or respond to this video if it's resonating with you. And if we're not yet connected on LinkedIn, please do send me a connection request on there. Or just do me the favor and hit my follow button, and also turn my LinkedIn notification bell on so you don't miss any of these trainings that I do every Monday and Thursday between 10 and 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Teresa. So here's the thing. There's 3 reasons why, and here's what I will tell you. All you have to do is 1 video a week. 1 video a week. That's all you got to do. So if you could commit to doing 1 video a week, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. If you could commit to doing 1 video a week, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Because here's the thing. So someone on Facebook says, yes, awesome. This is the thing. I said this in the training that I was doing the other day in Boston. I said, T. Harv Eker talks about this all the time, which in one of my favorite books, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, he talks about how every master was once a disaster. Every master was once a disaster. So most people are paralyzed with the thought of doing a video because they're scared. They're scared. What if I mess up? What if I sound stupid? What if people don't take me seriously? But you have to understand that that's a mindset shift. So when you shift your mindset, there's 2 types of mindsets. There's a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. So the fixed mindset says, who am I to do this? I'm stupid. I'm going to sound funny. No one's going to listen. I have nothing important to say. The growth mindset is, you know what? It scares me, but I'm going to lean into it because I want to impact more people. I want to motivate more people. I want to put myself out there, and I want to grow and expand. So you first have to ask yourself, am I going to have that fixed mindset, or am I going to have that growth mindset? And what I'll say, and Rebecca, thank you so much for liking the video. Appreciate you very much. What I'll tell you is that we all want that growth mindset. So if you are committed to having a growth mindset moving forward, drop a number 1 in the chat. If you are open to having a growth mindset moving forward, drop a number 1 in the comments below. Because I want to move everyone from that fixed mindset to that growth mindset, because it's important to understand that we need to make sure that we are moving the needle of ourselves and our businesses forward every single day. And playing it safe isn't going to do that, right? Reliving the past and creating stories, it's not going to enable us to do that. So there's 3 reasons why. There's 3 reasons why you should be committing to doing 1 video a week on LinkedIn. And the first reason is it builds the know, like, and trust the quickest. I talk to people and I tell people this all the time. No one buys from or invests in and with anyone that they don't know, like, or trust. Think about whoever's watching live or on the replay. Just think about anyone that you've hired or worked with, any product that you bought, course, system, coach that you've hired. You've done that because there was a know, like, and trust that was built between you and the other person. Think about it, whoever's worked with you. If you've ever been hired, if someone's ever bought anything from you, it's because you've built the know, like, and trust. And because social media is so just abundantly, I would say, large in the sense of there's a ton of content being pushed out there. We're always looking for ways to separate ourselves from other people. One of the best ways to do that, one of the best ways to do that is to leave people better by building that know, like, and trust. And if you were to commit to showing up on camera, on video, like this, just one time a week, I promise you, you will have a ton of people reaching out to you, thanking you for your messages and the information that you shared. And someone just shared from Facebook. I can't see. I don't know actually know who it is. So if you want to type in the comments your first and last name, because I can't see that. It says, I went to school for behind the camera. With my business, I needed to get in front of the camera. I did it especially after hearing they are as scared of you as you are of them. And that was for me when you were on stage. Live video is so much easier. Oh, hey, Teresa. Live video is so much easier and it's fun. I talk live as my authentic, crazy, funny self. Yeah, we're all afraid of something. I mean, it's plain and simple. But building that know, like, and trust, if you're watching this or listening to this and you want to create more sales in your business, you want to create more business relationships and have more business allies, you want to create more growth and expansion, you have to start doing something different. Just posting on social media, that is basically the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. You have to go from crawling to walking to running. And if you're just posting on social media without doing video, you're probably just crawling. But I will also say you're probably not achieving the things that you want. You may be saying to yourself, I wish I was achieving more. I wish I was impacting more people. I wish I was creating more business. I wish I was having more meaningful relationship. Showing up on video like this, it's not as difficult as you think it is. It's one of those things that just takes time. It's just like anything else. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. And Bob says, know, like, and trust. Wow. Yes. Yeah. That's what it's all about. It's building that know, like, and trust. 100%. It's building the know, like, and trust. So that's number one. The second thing that video will do for you is it shows your vulnerability. It shows your vulnerability. For those that didn't know this, one of the greatest strengths that you could have as a human being is showing your vulnerability, being real. I posted something on Facebook this morning, actually, and I'll read it to you really, really quickly. I posted this on Facebook just because it was such an I just felt it this morning. And what I said was, I'll bring this up really quickly. Pretending your life is perfect and amazing when behind closed doors it's a mess isn't going to make anything better. Being honest, truthful, and vulnerable will always win in the end. And this is what I want all of you to understand. Show your vulnerability. Share your ups. Share your downs. Share your wins. Another thing that we did this weekend, so Nancy and I, we went to Boston Thursday night. Friday morning, I had my workshop, and then I surprised her. We went to the Sixers game. They were playing the Celtics, actually, in Boston. Had wonderful seats. Caught the game on Friday, and then Saturday morning, we flew to Chicago to attend a gala where my father was the recipient of a honorary award for his fight and his win with brain cancer earlier this year. And what I'll tell you is that, my father gave a wonderful speech. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you go to my personal page. I actually posted it. It's about a 9-minute video, but it's worth the listen. He spoke off the cuff from the heart. Just a beautiful message. I mean, he defied odds. He defied odds. But what I'll share with you is this: his vulnerability all throughout his cancer treatment. He was diagnosed in early March of this year. He went right into chemotherapy, and he finished his chemotherapy in September. So he had 6 intense months of chemotherapy, and he would do videos once or twice a week, sharing his journey. And he even said this in his speech. He goes, some of the days that I jumped on there and I chronicled my journey, I was feeling good. I was feeling happy. And there were other days where I was miserable and in pain and tired, and I did not feel good, but I had to keep going. I had to be strong because I'm a fighter. And when my father shared his vulnerability all throughout that journey, he inspired so many people, thousands of people. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Yes, and he's doing great. He's back to the gym. He's bench pressing again, which he holds a couple world records, so he's getting back to that, things that he loves. And it was also great just to be out there as a family. It was Nancy and myself, my sister, my brother-in-law, my aunt and uncle, my dad and my stepmom. It was great. But the fact of the matter is that the vulnerability that he shared actually helped him, not only in a cathartic way, but in a bridge building way where people got to know him on a deeper level. And that's really important, because when you want to be seen and heard, sharing your vulnerability will assist in doing that. And people don't realize that when you share things on video, just like I'm sharing with you guys now, it's a very vulnerable thing. Some people keep these things private. They don't talk about them. But I know that by me jumping on there, by me jumping on here and sharing things with you about what works for me and vice versa, it's going to help all of you. That's the key. What can I do to help all of you achieve more? And that's by me showing and sharing my vulnerability. That is a very, very important thing to do, because leading into the third and final thing, not only does it create relatability, but it also positions you as the expert in the space that you're in. Every single one of us in business wants to be seen and heard more, respected, right? We want to be respected. You can't expect people to take you seriously if you're not willing to do things that most people won't do. Most people won't do video. Most people won't show their face on camera. They'll hide behind it. Most people. So it brings up another interesting question. Do you want to be like most people? Or do you want to do something different? Do you want to be different? Do you want to be seen differently? You know, when someone is looking to work with someone else, not only do they want to work with someone that they trust, but they want to work with someone that is seen as an expert, as a go-to person, that is a value-added person, that is a resource. And by doing video right there, just showing up and doing a very simple and quick video. And, this is what I said in the workshop. I said, just do a 30 to 60-second video giving a simple tip on how people can better their business or life with what you teach. Any of us can do that. Every single person on here live or watching on the replay, we all have a gift. We all have a talent. We all have a way to impact and inspire people. And I'm not telling you to talk about things that you don't know what you're talking about. Talk about things that you know. Pretend like you're walking down the street, someone pops up from around the corner, throws a microphone in your face and says, "Hey, what's a simple tip that you can give the audience watching right now in 30 seconds? Go." Every single one of us, with the expertises that we have, could give a simple 30-second tip. Every single one of us, if you wanted to. But I'll go back to something that I said earlier in today's training. If you're struggling with that fixed mindset where you're reliving the past, you have all those stories in your head. Who am I? I don't want to sound stupid. What if people talk about me? Who cares? Have that growth mindset. Have that growth mindset that says, you know what? I do a video a week. If I'm impacting just a couple people in a positive way, every single time I do a video, that's a couple more people that wouldn't have been inspired, motivated by my words if I didn't do that video. It has to start with the few if you want to impact the many. I'll say that again. It has to start with the few if you want to impact the many. So committing to one video a week will build that know, like, and trust with your audience. It will show that vulnerability and it will position you as the expert in the space that you're in. So as always, drop in the comments below, what was your biggest takeaway from today's training? What was the biggest needle mover for you? What impacted you most with today's training? And again, lastly, if you would like to start optimizing what you're doing on LinkedIn better, and you would like my free infographic on how to perfect your LinkedIn profile, just type the word free in the chat and I will send you that link to download it. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's training. Love and gratitude to each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you next time.